Hi, my name is Victor and I'm creating a rhythm action game. Now that I have some basis for my player, I can start working on the enemies. Here you can see a model that I've created for these enemies. Since the final boss of this game will probably be kind of like a big rock star, I thought like it could be cool to have some small enemies, fodder enemies, to be actually fans of this guy. And so I got pretty inspired by, rock fans and punks and all those. And I tried my best to kind of like convey it into their design. So let me know what you think about them. Then, as usual, as I did the same for my player, I've imported animations I've made on Blender to Unreal Engine and set up the blend space for the idle walk animations as well as the animation blueprints. So, it's basically the same thing, just all over again. And I've also added a nav mesh to my prototyping level, which allowed enemies to actually, walk around and do stuff. Also, I won't really talk a lot about this, but when it comes to AI behavior, I actually didn't really code anything for this project because I just basically copy-pasted some codes I had from another project onto this one. So basically I just had to replace some references and stuff like that, but essentially it was like done in a day, which saved me like so much time. It's actually incredible. Same for the attack function. I just had to create an animation and tweak a thing or two, and it was ready to go. Back to the player, and I created a function that would allow me to create hit traces for each hit of the combo, for which I used anim notify state as kind of interfaces that I then had to my animations. Then I created a knockback animation for my player, just to add a little bit of feedback onto the hit stun when enemies just kind of hit you. But I have to admit that right now maybe it's a little too much, like it's kind of silly, the player kind of just goes flying away. I think I'll try to create more basic animations when it comes to the hit stun. But for now, I just wanted to have something kind of fun and, just play around with the animations. And of course, I had to create some of those for the enemies as well, although they're probably simpler and, less silly, I would say. And at last, this week, I've created a function for the player that would allow him to automatically turn towards enemies. So think about most third-person action games, hack and slash beat-em-ups like Devil May Cry, Hi-Fi Rush. When you're surrounded by enemies, maybe you turn your backs on some of them and you press attack, then your character will kind of just turn back automatically and hit them. So I think it's pretty important in a system like that to have a function that allows that sort of things, because having to lock on enemies manually when you have a lot of them can be really tedious, I think. So it's probably better to have this sort of thing. I've also started to add some more geometry to my prototyping level, just to have a bit more space to work with, adding some stairs and some bridges and stuff like that. But I think I'll probably talk more about this on the next video. So that's it for now. I hope you like this video, and if you want to see where this project is heading, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!